Doctor warns. Who wish to live longer? 5 areas need to be washed regularly. Hey there, if you're watching this video, you're probably someone who cares about living a longer, healthier life. Who wouldn't, right? But what if I told you that the secret to living longer doesn't just lie in the big life decisions you make? What if I told you it could come down to something as simple as washing your body regularly, in the right places? That's right. Today, we're talking about 5 areas of your body that you absolutely need to wash regularly if you want to live longer, feel healthier, and protect yourself from unnecessary diseases. Sounds simple, but trust me, these small daily habits can make a world of difference in how long you live and how good you feel. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, I already know how to wash myself, hear me out. I thought the same thing, until I learned just how much I was neglecting in my hygiene routine and how those little things were quietly affecting my health. Today we'll dive into the science behind it all, why these areas matter more than you think, and how you can start making simple changes today that could change your life for the better. So grab a seat and let's get into it, because your future self will thank you for this one. Part 1. Why hygiene matters for longevity. All right, before we jump into the 5 areas that need your attention, let's take a moment to understand why hygiene plays such a crucial role in your overall health and lifespan. Because I know we all wash our hands, brush our teeth, and take showers. But there's a bit more to it than just staying clean. It's about protecting yourself from health problems that could shorten your life and decrease your quality of living. Now, think about it. Every single day we encounter countless bacteria, viruses, and toxins. From touching surfaces at work or on the subway, to the food we eat and even the air we breathe, our body is constantly exposed to harmful agents. And while our body is designed to handle a lot of these threats, our immune system can only do so much if we're not actively helping it out. That's where hygiene comes into play. When we keep our bodies clean, we reduce the burden on our immune system, prevent infections, and improve our overall health. In fact, studies have shown that people who maintain regular hygiene routines tend to live longer lives and are less likely to develop chronic diseases. This isn't just about looking good or smelling fresh. It's about taking proactive steps to protect your long-term health. So by focusing on hygiene in specific areas, you're not just washing away dirt. You're actively preventing diseases like respiratory infections, heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. You're investing in your future well-being. It's a simple concept, but one that's easy to overlook, especially in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. I already wash myself regularly, so what's the big deal? Well, that's the thing. There are 5 key areas you might be missing. These areas, when washed properly and consistently, can really make a difference in your health, and that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. Part 2. Area number 1. Hands, the gateway to health. Let's start with the obvious, but incredibly important one, your hands. It's easy to forget just how much we use our hands every single day. From picking up our phones, opening doors, to eating, to even touching our faces, our hands are in constant contact with the world around us. But do we really think about the millions of germs we're picking up and carrying around with us? Hands are, hands down, the most common carriers of bacteria, viruses, and other harmful pathogens. When you shake hands, touch a surface, or even just hold onto a shopping cart, your hands are exposed to all kinds of bacteria that can lead to infections. If you don't wash your hands regularly, you could easily transfer those bacteria to your face, mouth, or eyes. And that's a recipe for getting sick. Let me share something personal here. I used to underestimate the power of washing my hands thoroughly. I'd give them a quick rinse and call it a day. But then I started paying attention to how often I caught colds, how easily I felt run down, and I realized something. My hand-washing habits were seriously lacking. When I finally committed to washing my hands the right way, especially after public places, before meals, or after touching things like my phone or computer, I noticed a huge difference in how often I got sick. It's not just about preventing the common cold or flu. Proper hand hygiene can reduce the risk of serious diseases like the flu, gastrointestinal infections, and even more severe viruses like COVID-19. And did you know that the simple act of washing your hands for 20 seconds can lower your chances of catching an infection by over 50%? That's a statistic you can't ignore. So, here's my takeaway. Wash your hands thoroughly, especially when you've been out in public or after touching potentially contaminated objects. This small habit is such a simple, effective way to protect your health and boost your chances of living a longer, healthier life. Don't forget to dry your hands properly after washing. Damp hands are more likely to transfer bacteria than dry ones. So, always keep a towel or a hand dryer nearby. It's a small step that makes a big impact. Part 3. Area number 2. Mouth and teeth. More than just fresh breath. Let's move on to the second area, your mouth. Now, we all know the basics. Brushing our teeth twice a day, flossing, and using mouthwash, right? But here's the thing. Oral hygiene is not just about fresh breath or a sparkling smile. It's about protecting your overall health. And yes, even your lifespan. You might be surprised to learn that poor oral hygiene is linked to a variety of serious health conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. That's right. Your mouth can be a breeding ground for harmful bacteria that, if left unchecked, can enter your bloodstream and affect your vital organs. Let me tell you a personal story here. There was a time when I thought brushing and flossing were enough to keep my mouth healthy, but I started experiencing some gum bleeding, bad breath, and even felt a bit more fatigued than usual. I went to the dentist for a checkup, and the verdict was clear. I was neglecting certain aspects of my oral hygiene. My gums weren't as healthy as I thought, and the bacteria in my mouth were starting to cause problems in my body. It wasn't until I started paying closer attention to my routine, especially flossing more regularly and using an antibacterial mouthwash, that I really noticed a difference. Suddenly, my energy levels increased, my breath was fresher, and my gums felt healthier. So, what does this mean for your health? Well, when you neglect oral hygiene, bacteria can build up in your mouth and travel through your bloodstream, potentially causing heart disease, strokes, and other serious health issues. In fact, studies have shown that people with poor oral hygiene are more likely to suffer from chronic conditions, simply because their oral health has gone unchecked. Here's the takeaway. Take time each day to properly brush, floss, and rinse. Make sure you're using the right tools, such as a good toothbrush, floss, and mouthwash, to get rid of harmful bacteria that could silently harm your body. And don't skip those dentist visits either. It's a small investment in time and effort that pays off by keeping your heart, brain, and entire body healthy for the long run. Part 4. Area number 3. Skin. Your body's first line of defense. Now let's talk about skin. Your skin is more than just the surface that people see. It's the largest organ in your body, and it plays a crucial role in protecting you from harmful bacteria, pollutants, and infections. Your skin acts as your body's first line of defense, and yet, so many people overlook proper skin hygiene. When we talk about skin hygiene, it's not just about looking good. It's about keeping your body safe. Think of your skin as a barrier that keeps dangerous elements out. If you don't wash your skin regularly, especially areas where sweat and bacteria build up, you're allowing those harmful substances to seep into your body. I can't tell you how many times I used to think that just a quick rinse in the shower was enough. But, over time, I started noticing more and more skin issues. Breakouts, dryness, irritation, and even rashes. It wasn't until I learned more about the science behind skin health that I realized I was missing something important. You see, your skin is constantly exposed to pollutants, dirt, oils, and sweat. And when these elements build up without being properly washed off, they can clog pores, lead to acne, and even cause more serious skin conditions like eczema or dermatitis. And here's the kicker. If your skin's protective barrier is weakened, you're at a higher risk of developing infections that can spread into your bloodstream and affect your internal organs. On a personal level, once I started taking my skin hygiene seriously, it was a game changer. I started using the right soaps and moisturizers, paying extra attention to areas that are prone to sweat like my back and face. My skin cleared up, I felt fresher, and I noticed a significant improvement in my overall health. Plus, my confidence soared because I wasn't constantly battling breakouts or irritation. So what can you do to protect your skin? Start by regularly washing your body with a gentle cleanser, paying special attention to areas like your face, underarms, and feet, where sweat and bacteria can accumulate. Don't forget to moisturize afterward to keep your skin's protective barrier intact. And always wear sunscreen. It's a simple step that goes a long way in protecting your skin from harmful UV rays that can accelerate aging and increase your risk of skin cancer. Remember, healthy skin isn't just about beauty, it's about building your body's defense system. Protect it, and it will protect you in return. Part 5. Area number 4. Hair, scalp. Health for your overall well-being. Next up, let's talk about your hair and scalp. I know, most of us focus on washing our hair just to keep it looking shiny and healthy. But here's the thing. Your scalp is a lot more important than just the hair that grows from it. Think about it. Your scalp is where your hair follicles live, and if you're not washing it regularly, you could be doing more harm than good to the health of your hair, and even your overall well-being. Scalp hygiene is often overlooked, but the truth is, a dirty scalp can lead to several health problems, from dandruff and itchiness to more severe scalp infections. When you don't wash your scalp properly, oil, dead skin cells, and bacteria build up, clogging hair follicles and potentially leading to hair loss or thinning. In fact, scalp conditions like seborrheic dermatitis and folliculitis can also impact the quality of your hair, causing irritation, inflammation, and even more serious infections. I'll admit, for a long time, I didn't realize how important it was to clean my scalp thoroughly. I was focused on the length and style of my hair but ignored the health of my scalp. Then, I started to notice some irritation, flaking, and even some thinning near the crown of my head. After visiting a dermatologist, I learned that my scalp was congested and needed a little extra attention. The solution? I started washing my hair more thoroughly, using a clarifying shampoo a couple of times a month to remove product buildup, and making sure I gently massaged my scalp during washes. Not only did the irritation disappear, but my hair started to feel healthier and stronger. And the best part, my confidence went up because I wasn't constantly dealing with an itchy scalp or hair that looked flat and lifeless. Here's what you can do. Wash your hair regularly with a gentle shampoo to keep your scalp clean. Make sure to massage your scalp gently to increase circulation, which can also help promote hair growth. And don't forget to give your hair a break from heavy products like gels, hairsprays, and serums to prevent buildup. Your scalp is the foundation of your hair's health, so take care of it. Your hair will thank you in return. Remember, your scalp isn't just the root of your hair, it's also a key player in your overall well-being. Healthy scalp, healthy hair, healthy you. Part 6. Area number 5, private areas. Protecting your intimate health. Finally, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, most of us don't always feel comfortable discussing, our intimate areas. But here's the thing. Proper hygiene in these areas is essential to maintaining good overall health, and neglecting it can lead to infections, discomfort, and more serious long-term health issues. It's time to take away the stigma and focus on why intimate hygiene should be a priority in our lives. The truth is, your private areas are especially vulnerable to bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that can cause infections like urinary tract infections, UTIs, yeast infections, and bacterial vaginosis. The intimate parts of our bodies have a delicate pH balance, and when we fail to wash regularly, it can throw off that balance, leading to discomfort and even more severe conditions down the line. I know this might feel like an uncomfortable topic to discuss, but trust me, once I started paying closer attention to my intimate hygiene, I noticed a big difference in how I felt. For years, I used regular soap or body wash in these areas, never thinking twice about it. But after dealing with occasional irritation and dryness, I realized I needed to be more mindful of what I was using and how often I was cleaning myself. I switched to a gentle, pH-balanced, intimate wash and made sure to wash regularly without overdoing it. I also learned the importance of drying off properly and wearing breathable, moisture-wicking clothing to prevent bacteria from thriving. It made a huge difference. No more discomfort, no more irritations, and no more worrying about infections. So, here's what you need to know. Wash your intimate areas with the right products. Nothing harsh or heavily fragranced. Be gentle and don't overdo it, as excessive cleaning can disrupt your natural balance. Make sure to dry the area thoroughly and wear cotton underwear to allow your skin to breathe. If you ever experience unusual symptoms like irritation, itching, or unusual discharge, don't hesitate to talk to a doctor. It's better to take action early than let these issues worsen. Remember, intimate health is just as important as your skin, teeth, or hair. When you take care of this area, you're not just preventing infections. You're giving yourself the confidence and peace of mind to live your life to the fullest. Conclusion. So there you have it. 5 key areas that, if you wash them regularly, can not only keep you looking and feeling good, but can also add years to your life. It's easy to overlook these simple habits in our busy lives. But as we've seen today, the benefits of taking just a few extra minutes to focus on our hygiene can make a world of difference in our health and longevity. We started with your hands, your first line of defense against germs. By washing them regularly, you're reducing your risk of infections and preventing illness. Then, we talked about your mouth and teeth. Your oral hygiene goes beyond fresh breath. It's connected to your heart, your brain, and your overall health. Then we moved on to your skin, which not only keeps you looking great, but acts as your body's protective shield. You also learned how taking care of your scalp can lead to healthier hair and an overall sense of well-being. And finally, we discussed intimate hygiene, a topic that's often ignored, but is so important for your comfort and long-term health. But here's the real takeaway. It's not just about washing these areas because you want to look good. It's about washing them because you want to live better, healthier, and longer. Every small habit you build today can have a huge impact on your future health. These are simple practices that will set you up for a lifetime of good health. I want to challenge you to take action. Look at your current hygiene routine. Are there areas that you're neglecting? Are there small changes you can make today that will benefit you tomorrow? Start with one area and commit to it. Then, as time goes on, slowly add in the others. The important thing is that you're taking steps to care for yourself and your health, and that's something that will pay off for years to come. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. Just aim to be consistent. Health is a journey, not a destination. You're already on the right path by watching this video and learning how to take care of your body. Keep that momentum going and watch the positive changes unfold. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about, because we all deserve to live healthier, longer lives. Let's make these small changes together. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.